Welcome back to another video and another, well, I guess sort of adventure, but we got some snow last night. This video actually started yesterday. I went to do a setup. I want to try something. I'm doing a trial run before I actually use it out in the elements, so I just want to make sure that it works. I came out last night and did a hammock setup with a tarp shelter to use for camping. And the reason why I set it up yesterday, because the forecast was for a lot of snow. There was no snow here yesterday. It was rain and sleet. All of this is from overnight. And I did it on purpose because I want to see how the tarp is standing up in the hammock when we get there. So let's go check it out. This is absolutely gorgeous. So we got about 15 centimeters of snow overnight last night. Right through there is where the tarp and the hammock are. I actually, when I left, I went a different way, but let me tell you, with all of this snow that's come down, how easy it is to get turned around. Now, we come out here all the time, so we know this forest pretty well, I guess, until it gets snowed in. So there we go, guys. There is the tarp shelter. Wow, the tarp is sagging quite a bit, you can see. I mean, there's a significant amount of snow, so we'll get this shaken off. I ended up leaving the lantern on and plugged in, and it looks like it's still, look, it still has some life. So that's been there for like not quite 24 hours. I mean, it's pretty much dead, but well, there you go. The lantern's still here. And I think part of the problem, that's why I'm doing this as a trial run, is that the hammock and the tarp are basically the same length. So next time, what I'm gonna do is, and it's tough because you're trying to find trees that are spaced out just right, unless you have a ton of cordage to stretch it out, but then that's when your hammock really starts to sag, and that definitely won't be very comfortable for sleeping in. But this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad at all. Let's go back. I'll show you sort of, it was dark. It was pouring rain, sleet, dark. I was doing this in the dark with a headlamp to get it set up because I wanted it to be set up for the snow to come down for this purpose. So let's go take a look at that, and then we'll come back, and then I can show you a little more in detail the setup that I got. It's raining and sleet and snow all at the same time. I'm gonna string up a hammock, and then I'll show you the full setup, and we'll keep going from there. So that is the tarp. That's the hammock setup with a tarp shelter, completely covered. So that part is done. You can probably hear it. It's pouring rain right now. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow after the snowstorm. So it's the same as the 7-minute tarp setup that I did. I did a video on that. This is the exact same setup that I used for that one. So this is where it starts. I did a bowline through the loop. That's my main line that runs all the way down to the end. Go around the tree to a trucker hitch, which helps to cinch it up so you can get some tension. I mean, there's quite a bit of tension on there. And then from there, I use prusik. So there's a prusik right there onto a figure 9 clip. These are made by Night Eyes. I've mentioned these before, but I get people asking quite often which clips these are. That's what it is. It's called a figure 9 by Night Eyes. And they come in different sizes and weight capacity or weight load. And so that's clipped onto the tarp. So that's the center. So that's the center of the ridge line. One thing to keep in mind, if you're going to do this, one thing that helps, if you can see here where I put the main line through that clip right there. Because if you don't, I left this one off on purpose to show you. You see how now the tarp starts to slip, like this line slips, and then the tarp is not actually on center on the line, and then it kind of throws everything off. So if you can, just clip it into right there. If you have it clipped in, now it stays in line all the way down. On this end, same thing. I've got a prusik on here, and that way I pull it, this knot, the prusik right here. Look, that hasn't slipped one bit. Slide it up, that gives me the tension, and then you can see how tight the tarp is. Show you real quick how these things work. And that's it. This is a daisy chain, and this is like a climbing strength, climbing, rock climbing, mountaineering, whatever, quality webbing. So this has a weight load of like 5,000 pounds or something, and it's got all these multiple loops so that when you string it around, you can tighten it up. You could feed it through itself and then clip it onto whichever one you want. And that's what I did on this end. So it just goes around the tree through the loop. There's some extras down here, and then I just choose the one that I want for how I want to set it up. So these are super handy. It's called a daisy chain. Check this out. I actually broke the tarp. Well, I popped the grommet. So look at that. I was walking around the thing, and I tripped on the cord, and it put so much tension it popped it out. Look, there's the grommet. It's still sitting on the clip. So I just loosen the tension off of here, put it onto another clip to keep it up, and then I can fix this easily. I have a grommet repair kit, so I'll just punch another hole in here and then replace it. But yeah, oops, it happens. I'm gonna show you some of the equipment that I brought. I was carrying everything in this dry bag. So this is a dry bag backpack. It's got the backpack straps. I got this past summer. Actually, I did a video on different dry bags to see if they're actually waterproof, and turns out they are. We'll start with clothing. So I'm wearing a merino wool base layer zip neck right here. I've got a little pile vest and a lighter weight puffy coat with a hood. I was wearing my brim hat. So I was wearing my full brim hat, but because I'm not moving anymore and it's a little bit cooler out, so I put my toque on. Gloves, I've got my ski gloves. These are waterproof. They've got a removable liner. So your typical ski gloves. These ones I like because they're all leather palm, so I still have some good grip even if in the snow and stuff is slippery. Pants, I'm wearing my Fall Raven hiking, camping, whatever pants. I do have on some gaiters just to keep the snow out of my boots, my leather waterproof hiking boots. What else? I am wearing merino wool long underwear underneath these pants, and then of course merino wool. Actually, no, I'm wearing alpaca socks this time around. So I do have a waterproof shell. This one's by Arc'teryx, and of course I always bring an extra pair of fleece gloves. This is basically the same thing as a sleeping pad. It's just a little small seat size, which is nice because I'm gonna sit on the ground to fire up the stove to boil water and make some hot chocolate. But then you've got a little pad that's insulated that you can sit on and keep your butt dry and warm. So there you go, just like that. So that'll keep me nice and warm, or I can kneel down on it. The nice thing too with this bag, because it is waterproof, I can put this down on the ground as well. And I've got that gives me some cushioning. Oh, that's better. Gives me some cushioning underneath my knees. So I like to keep a couple of these, just these little utility bags or whatever. And it just helps to keep the stuff organized when you're looking for something. So this little mesh bag has all of the cords and the clips and the tent pegs all in this one little bag there. I did bring a first aid kit just in case, you never know. Some extra GoPro batteries right there. I did bring a little mini folding saw just in case I need that. And then what else? A little snack, a little protein bar, and then a little packet of hot chocolate. There's my little mini stove. There's the MSR Whisperlight stove. That's the one that I tested out the other day. I just replaced the pump for it. So that's what we're gonna fire up right now. You can see it, you can hear it flickering, and then there we go. That's pretty cool. I'm completely protected right now. It's still snowing out, and I got some protection from all of these trees. There's no breeze, so that's pretty good. Good setup. I did bring a spork, of course. Can't go camping or go out to the bush without a spork. That would be silly. Before you're gonna crawl into your sleeping bag or into your tent in the late fall, winter time, is boil some water, put it back into your water bottle, and then stick that into your sleeping bag. You can move it around so it's at your feet, so it's at your sides or the small of your back or anything, and it really makes a big difference. Also, that way in the morning, you don't have frozen water when you're ready to make your coffee. So this air mattress is all of these little pods. See all these little pockets? And the nice thing I like about this one is that it really does contour to the shape of the hammock. There we go. Oh yes. I might actually take a nap while I'm out here. Okay. Oh. Okay. If I was to do this exact same setup, which it would be, I might try a little bit of a different tarp setup, but for the most part, this would work. And I can tell by being on this air mattress already the difference of the cold from when I was just sort of sitting on the ground or sort of kneeling on that little pad. Plus, I'd be getting into my winter sleeping bag, which is rated to minus 20 Celsius. There you go. There is the hammock camping under a tarp shelter setup. This is the trial run before I actually go and spend a night out in the bush. Boom. We got everything in here. So if you saw the footage from last night, you noticed that I had a different backpack. I had my big backpack, and it has the rain cover. It was a bright yellow rain cover, because it was raining. Like, it was literally pouring rain, sort of turning to sleet and snow and everything else. I didn't bring that one because I didn't bring a sleeping bag for this part of it. I was gonna maybe do that, but this is sort of just a trial run. But all of that gear that you just saw that I have, everything is in this one bag, and this bag is waterproof. So check out some of my videos. Time to get going. It's dark. It's time for dinner. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, I'll see you on the next adventure. Woo! I love it. Bye.